Very tough matchup. Give Missouri credit. They beat us in all three phases of the game. It's a very good football team. It was very tough for us to match up. Defensively, you know, I thought we had some decent stops. We had an opportunity on several others, and they made the play on third down. We didn't. Offensively, we did good things at times. We didn't do it at the right moments. I think early on, it would have been nice to move it a little bit better there when we had good field position after we were up 3 and got the turnover. I thought that possession hurt. You know, we need to do a better job in that situation. But overall, very tough night. Give them credit. They outplayed us in all areas. And, we need to improve.
Mark, we saw you seem like sort of blow your top a few times today. Is just sort of the frustration of this whole thing sort of all coming down?
It is. It's frustrating. I got to, you know, do a better job. You know, that's it. You know, and it is what it is, and it's a tough situation. I'm trying to fight and claw and help lead this team as best I can. It is frustrating at times, but we all need to do a better job, and we need to overcome adversity. There's going to be bad plays, there's going to be adversity, and we all got to handle it better.
Do you feel like you're still seeing that fight from your players to the level that you want?
Pardon me?
Are you still seeing that level of fight from your guys that you
Well,
want to see?
you know, no, it wasn't our great effort by us tonight. It wasn't. It wasn't good enough. But, you know, the late run, everybody's going to say we gave up. That's not true. We just simply outplayed. You know, somebody went to the wrong gap, and the pre was coming down to play the run and went outside the will and increased us right up in there. We had 2 guys there to make the play. It just, again, it's technique. You know, he goes outside of the block instead of under it, and the free safety gets cut off, and he pops it for a long run. So the guys weren't laying down there. We just need to execute better.
Mark, you talked about earlier about wanting guys to kind of learn to play through pain and do things with the team. You kind of feel like it looked like Whitlow was doing that today for you.
I did notice that. And early on, I thought he had some very tough runs against a tough physical defense, and it was nice. You could tell he was hurting. And you know, again, I think he's learning to compete. And I thought he did some good things, and he led our team good. You know, we need to improve. We need to hit some open guys better, but we need to play better around them and all those things. So,
Mark, can you talk about Landon Foster, what happened on those punts?
yeah, I mean, we just do the one that was the shank. I mean, he just shanked it. You know, he's been pretty steady here for a couple of years. He just shanked that, and there's no excuse for that. And I thought that was very critical as well. I thought we had a chance. We had a big run, and we held them. And that you know, we bring that back, and then we shank the punt, and they go in and score. You know, that was critical. And those are things we got to overcome. You know, and then we got the one block. That wasn't his fault. I mean, they just came clean on him.
Coach, first drive of the game, you march all the way downfield, get a field goal. First drive of the second half, you march all the way downfield as well. What's different about coming out of the locker room with those first drives?
I think,
anything?
you know, guys were, you know, we made it a point at halftime. You know, we didn't feel like, you know, you asked me a question earlier. I thought we started stronger. You know, we have a chance there early to get ahead and to build a lead and to be in that. And then I thought, you know, the second quarter got away from us quick. And, you know, so we addressed that at halftime, and the guys came out with the right attitude and moved it down there and scored. So that was positive.
Did you destroy anything in the locker room?
No. We'll be. I mean, you know, we'll get it. We'll get it done. Believe me, it's hard. It's frustrating, but we're going to keep on going to work and getting better every day. And this team is showing signs we're not nearly as consistent as we need to be. You're playing a top 10 team that's grown up an awful lot themselves, and you know, they had some wideouts that we couldn't match up with, quite frankly. And that wasn't a good matchup for us. He was Green Beckman was the #1 player in the country a couple of years ago, right? You know, and he's a beast. They're big, and they have great balance, and they put you in a real bind. I thought, like I said, I thought we had, you know, some chances at some stops on third down and made some good plays.
In the second half, when it looked like you might make it a little more interesting, Raymond has a fumble, and then they have the long kickoff return.
Yeah.
Is that just more of the execution issues you've been talking about all season, or?
Just, you know, we're not making the play. I mean, we make a play. I thought Neal had a great, it was set up perfectly. We had some runs off that same action. We had a nice, beautiful play action pass set up. We get out to the 40 after we had just moved it. I mean, what do you know, he's got to hold on to the ball. I mean, that's it.